Time for the next fight.
After all this craziness, nothing is better. Why the sudden interest in that? And then I dreamed about stuffing my face with the... Yeah, let's go. We've got...
Finalmente.
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. But just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
No.
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life. Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
See or something. It's been a while since I recorded.
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities. How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one from me too. Just swipe my card. You know the pin. She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade wanted you to be more careful. He didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always subtle with his words.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silver. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oat cake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it. That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Tolkien version was long.
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts.
Huh. Quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship named the Radiant... This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact. The atmosphere here... It doesn't feel serious enough.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized this influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or...
Is always so sharp, Director Topaz. When the big boss arrives...
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at the table, it's the others who need to be cautious. Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on their tasks and not worry about the negotiation.
Oh, got it.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious conflict.
Got it.
I tripped and fell right here. Just completely discarded.
None of the important figures have arrived yet. Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Such a bustling place. I think I'll take a little walk around. Aw, are you hungry, Numby? Food in the dream. Shouldn't taste bad, right? Numby! Oh, oops, not to your liking, huh?
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all? Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them.
For your safety, please stay away from...
For my safety? Are these buttons some...
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like, just press this button and all of Penacony will explode. Luckily, no one believed it. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons just to be on the safe side.
What will happen if you press it?
Well, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony? All the guests here have one thing in common. They're terrified of it. Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please, kindly...
Watch yourselves in front of the IPC. Don't you dare embarrass me.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment. The Radiant Felspar is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa.
Oh, so it's owned by old OG himself. No wonder the ship is so lavishly decorated.
Indeed. Mr. Alfalfa has please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Felspar had been
Reverberation. Such a formal way of putting it. I apologize. Please.
Following the previous reverberation in the Sweet Dream, the Radiant, thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. However, due to Mr. Alfalfa suggested relocating the Charmony Festival to the Radiant Felspar, taking this opportunity to announce...
Well, that would meet the family's needs and also create momentum for Mr. Alfalfa. Thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye. Hello? The Talent Motivation Department? Again? Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves? I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it? Seriously, what's your purpose?
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up? In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of... That's not a bad deal for the department.
Wow. Jade. Oh, I get it.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like that.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all,
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your best, especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference.
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between...
That's true. and it works in our favor. Do you know why?
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oki beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest. As long as the influence of Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in Penacony, it's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has gone.
After the downfall of the Yoke family, old Oti's faction became the dominant force in Penacony. Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest serving and most senior among all the family heads.
Yes, that's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen,
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Arilo case.
that was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteem. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and I, we're going to tear it wide open.
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldstar. Smart and charming lady, please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation. Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all Strategic Investment Department employees.
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. You're definitely skilled in the art of conversation. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invited you IPC ambassadors on board, I'm sure you've figured out the topic I'd like to discuss, yeah?
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed. But what was it all for? Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You use the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to the entire universe. Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me.
Very curiously.
Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Miss Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear lady.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor. It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats. Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, if either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism. There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep. She went to negotiate with the family as a representative of the crew. She'll contact us once her arrangement.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrive, he'll face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather...
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to... while quite different from the truth.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of glory of the Trailblaze to all of you. Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion. When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a music... let's see. Next to the nameless, resting in peace. And together.
This trailblazing expedition has been... One bird longs for the earth and the other longs for the sky. Even if Robin had to stop her brother with her own hands, she won't give up on him. However, facing punishment from Harmony is inevitable. He will face it. The conclusion of a journey can often be...
It's rare for all passengers to leave the Express together during a trailblazing expedition. In my dream, the Express stopped at many places, and passengers came in what... Perhaps this... Like I said, we'll go and see.
Guess what? Something weird just happened when I unwrapped it and found out it was a button with a message on it. Of course not. Who would press me? By the time I turned around, the person had already vanished. I'm really worried about it.
Ready to mix your drink? Before we start, would you like to talk? All right, as you wish. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Here's Bitter Dreams, the least popular drink in this bar. It's not a bad choice. Let's start mixing.
Bitte.
Words always fall short. If you want to blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them, well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace. And to my friend, Gallagher. Death is a bitter truth, but what you did will be remembered by history. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same cheers.
Shut up, Bot.
Oh, are you leaving? Oh, then take it. I've mixed more of this last special drink for you.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his taste. All right, enough with the head. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. And bark towards our tomorrows.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone?
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is...
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top-quality asset within the cosmos. With good credit,
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is... This project is obviously...
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Venturine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desired. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you.
Excellent. Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive, and that's the best outcome.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
The youngest is played.
Robin? She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade, greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when
Where do you think the future of the planet of Festive?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth, just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage. The Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Right, it goes up.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. talks can still continue.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 amber eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me.
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
Oh, interesting. Indeed. You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have up your sleeve.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us. The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours?
You really think you could pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
30% equity, is there? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent. You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen? And see, it benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the planet of festivities and attract more. I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa, however, as their chosen one, I still need one.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adult reorder and the preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family instead of aligning with the Order?
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause. Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system.
So they keep saying.
By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
And then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation, so I'm sure you can understand. This universe doesn't need two types of order.
Well said. Now you've convinced me. All right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if we're thinking the same thing.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet Dew to join us at the table. Thank you for your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himeko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of Penacony.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to hold 30% of Penacony's shares. Then, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former nameless to the land of the dreams.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes the way of the Trailblaze. While the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune, if this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Penacony. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities to more worlds. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume. What about the remaining family heads?
They will soon realize the situation. When the last question was asked, old Odie represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiation.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things...
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please,
don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
You want to open a Bon and Jade exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
I have one more question for you.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony. In return, I've agreed to help her with something. But that's for later. We can deal with it. You see, that's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. We only need a little bit to take root.
Still, I just spent going is a clear knowing mission.
Like right now, for example. It's just about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Yep, Firefly. Good. She's serious right now.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this is the Radiant Feldspar. So luxurious. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship?
Tôi dở wifi.
sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this is the Radiant Feldspar. So luxurious. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship? I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not. Let me stay here a little longer in this body. Is that her? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye.
By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family as a token of gratitude for the Nameless's contributions to Penacony. Please help me with the necessary arrangements.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there a...
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
pawn shop? Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers, specials. I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device. Please feel free to check it out.
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her.
To Bonajade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar Branch. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Samuel? And what are you willing to give up in return?
I want to keep on living. And for that, I'm willing to give up
everything you have.
That's right. Everything.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. I seem quite familiar with the term. Oh, what do you mean? Literally, I sense your burning desire to live. Unfortunately, you don't have an equal offer.
Okay, I'll put out the branches. You see? It's summer.
Well, that's what hospitalization. I just remain fully comprehending me, but don't worry, I'll help you understand. Don't help these people. They're all customers of my shop. See yourself, they're just what? Back to me. I'll understand truly upon and make
Lady Bonajade feels more like a moneylender rather than the owner of a pawn shop.
Which one should I pop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Don Hung, and Void Ranger Jive.
Don't change the words.
No, it's not the best time. Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
start. This will be our final game.
Oh, a big talker, huh?
This can't be! You lost to me 10.
It's true! Lady Bonajade. Finally!
Prepared a gift. Whoa! How did you know I love George? So, will you go out with? I will. Really? I never said yes before because I thought you. Wonderful. So, yeah, let's go. Did you see that? The gray-haired one outside. Don't look around, just seriously. Is that her?
Chirp, chirp, origami bird.
Come on. Calm down already. Everyone's stand. No, it's not the best time. Sorry. I'll catch up with.
Yeah, you heard right. He's been hiding at the moment of soul in Penacony. I've made a deal with the family. How'd I find him? Well, 22 years. Yeah, I'm gonna hang up for now, partner.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.
So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah. I found those people. And it seems their wishes did come true after visiting the Bonajade Exchange. But I'm not sure what you want me to see. They all seem to be living fulfilled lives.
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Bonajade Exchange is genuine. That I had the power to grant their wishes. And now, I'll tell you the price they paid. Dell was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dorothy. and wanted to win her heart. So he made a deal with me. He put up his entire fortune in exchange for a gift that would impress Dorothy. It was a piece of cake for me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Del will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape because he can't afford his room. Whether he can bounce back from poverty, well, that depends on him. Let's just hope that necklace will keep the relationship from crumbling. Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some serious luck, but she had nothing to offer. So I took something else instead. I took from the moment she stepped out of the Bonajade Exchange. Every casino in the cosmos would remember her name. But her parents and siblings would sever ties with her. And it would be impossible. She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck, but she'll never be able to use it for the people. As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal for some heinous crime. But he offered his own assist to collect. Interesting, don't you think? I fulfilled when people see others' desires get fulfilled. They develop their own desires, and patience happens to be one of my greatest strengths. Now, AR 26710, a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry.
I'm not surprised.
You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune, isn't it? The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe for the warriors, just to make the public's fall into the hands. As for the price, those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans, so there wasn't really a price to be paid. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the firmament front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure the disease are nowhere to be found.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, the is a line. I can say for now.
I see. It's no wonder that it provide anything of equal value. So, you're
unfortunately, partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence. As the own diamond, you follow only. Wonder what they're like. If all Stellaron hunters have traveled but suddenly destined to move in the opposite direction. I read that all of you will come and visit my pawn shop. I'll be waiting patiently.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to the Stella?
Consider it more of a personal friend. It does represent the IPC. Let's get into it.
Stellaron has attracted the IPC, but not 10 stone hearts. Our paths have crossed. As for you know who I am, and you must know my part in being on this room. If she wanted to, try to accept and extend to half Diamond, even if it's not.
But unlike you Stellaron hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want. Each of us has our own past and destined ends. And on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of us carries a void in our hearts that can only be filled from the outside. So, Diamond made us a promise to divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces and give each mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. So, you understand? This pledge goes beyond a mere oath, and whatever we gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in return, allowing us to achieve the great cause of the preservation when the war among the eons event. I understand. Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. My last attempt in Penacony.
Late Bonajade, come to the club request.
Turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Penacony went much smoother than expected. With the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon, I should head... This airship has quite a few treasures, a bountiful harvest.
Remember, that can take you...
Oh, that'd be...
You better.
Ah, look who's here. The great hero of the Astral Express. The most dazzling trailblazer in all of Penacony.
Oh, you're here too. Long time no see, friend.
Merely a greeting of platitudes. As long as you and I haven't...
Well, let's set aside those under-the-table dealings for now, partner. Don't want to spoil the festive mood.
Oh, I agree. Now let's
Thank you.
I'll pass.
Ah, yes. I remember you. You're... No wonder that gambler likes you so much. This individual is my responsibility during a trip. Very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. Take advantage. Then you'll excuse me.
Well, if it isn't my old friend. It hasn't been long, and yet, here we are again. How are you? So direct. Aren't you afraid I might take you seriously? Thinking about it, though, the lives of the Nameless are so excessively exciting. I heard you guys pulled off a big stunt, cutting down the Oak family in one swoop. If one day you're tired and looking for... Look how bustling this is. Not bad. Transform. Well, I am now. You're referring to them in corners, right? Sorry. Compared to him, my ability is not as... Yes, there is more abilities of the 10 stone cornerstones are all different. Now I think about it, it's a bite of which belong. Educator.
Bonnet Jane, what should I call you? Not a name. Just let's go. Oh, this much. Sounds like very pragmatic. Fill this things. Well, it's a two-legged. It's still as a lot. Make it.
What services do you require?
What? We meet again, my dear friend. Your journey of the beauty is even more elegant than mine. Even after achieving such remarkable feats, I have heard of your valiant deed in leading others to vanquish the omen of evil. Oh, but... Thank you.
The festival hasn't started.
Hi, we meet again.
Who's that?
It's really you! I knew I didn't get the wrong person. Yes, it's just, I didn't get to know there's some Germany festival start. Two murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors, the legacy of the Nameless, and a remnant of the... It's a good thing that you guys managed to overcome all those difficult problems. Congratulations! After the Charmony Festival's opening, will you guys... There will always be somewhere. After all, you guys are on before joining the Stellaron Hunters. Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. That's all he said. As for the rest, so I'll picture him let me live on. Yes, sadly I was in the wrong place, but I did some rewards. Do you know Miss Jade from the IPC department? Well, she changed. She told me price, but no, she wasn't made her. Of course, I want to live on. But speaking of it, actually, it was even less last to it. Really? Right. To me, hiding is much easier than being honest. It's so what?
It's that girl! Arrest that criminal!
You need to chase me so far. Looks like we have to don't. We will meet again.
I hope she's okay. But if it's only those two hounds, I'll send a message later to check in on her. Let's go. take a seat here. Everything is... Forget it. I've done enough walking around already. Let's take a... Looks like I don't have to worry about it.
It's Miss Robin! Hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss Robin!
Over here, Miss Robin!
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from all over the cosmos.
That's right. Unparalleled.
And now, the sweet dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Express, we wouldn't be able to successfully host this Charmony Festival. Thus, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos, offer a token of appreciation to the Nameless.
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big one.
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace. Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
Nameless! Nameless! Nameless!
And now, I propose a toast. To harmony, to the Trailblaze, to the future of Penacony and the universe, and to the generous Alfalfa family head, Mr. O. Cheers!
Cheers!
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find.
When did this get shoved into my hands? There are still so many bombs. Now is not the time for the plot payoff. I can't handle this alone. Time to create a group and... Also, it's always...
You finally arrived. I'm about to explode and it's a complete that important.
At least I made some progress.
We've got yourself into a pickle. I'm more than happy to help, but unfortunately, I need your help, miss. The first case is the Soul Glad Factory arson case. The second case is the Blue Hour. Those are all the details. The way I trust in your deduction. Which piece of evidence do you It's all my fault. Done asking questions. Don't fret. I love it. I trend superstar. Not
Not much left.
Let's save some time.
Since you're here, I'll just overboard. Received a message from a listener. Rushed your silicon. Sweet Dream has lost the pretty order. If it were up here, it's gonna be unable. I'm for your own time, but all sign is pretty hard to figure. I think one no deep to. You know it's in my experience, I think the memo may be able to help the bomb deserted location. I don't know what grudges they have. Actually, do you still remember? The script said that I think this moment heralds the You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the Radiant Feldspar. I will take the depths of dreamscape as deep as possible where there are no living souls around. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to put my hands and maybe make it back. Present is a logical question. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible, but are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellar Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we? When our thoughts converge, need the sun. A silent descent, melody song.
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
Everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker
and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life. Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go now. The names are also preparing language.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing.
Against the delivered, one comes better farewell. Go, you're here.
That statue. It wasn't here.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. Either way, he's an enigma. At least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been... Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound, to the festival nation. If we ever meet again, honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty the nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast place like Penacony? But it seems, in the land of the dreams, anything is indeed possible.
History may not remember the names of it. The stars, the tears, the first of light, the night, all in the middle, the just and the dark's too vast. Because this, people remember. As long as some shines in the night sky, the first star falls, the smoke fall. See? Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina Dana Stella. We raise a toast to you, trailblazer for the soul. A toast to history that opens island. Passionate pursuit and fortune of the stars.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. Thanks so much for that. Though there's so much over this time, we're far from
Mika and Mr. Reflux raised your tenacity throughout time.
Let's save some time.
In the end, we still came. This trailblazing expedition in the moon boy ran her. And I've missed turns. It's like walking in the ground. The end of each day, always end of the log. This entire story is you. Mikhail Char Legwork. We toast to you, watcher of land beats with the Astral Express. To Penacony's past, present, future, and unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world for those who live it.
I still feel there must have really went itself.
What's on, Marge?
Just feeling. I used to go super.
Why not talk about it?
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Matt, they were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us. getting into scraps, mischief, but those things are in the past. Yeah, maybe that's why I let go. What use your understandability? Like, if I'm just turns obstacles and experiences an ending, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right? It's because many of their lives. So even there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they end up in a status chair, being expressed every day, and if the business still only say no regrets? What regret we?
Even us is vast. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that passes detect. We do not remember if it leaves a tunnel. What Mr. McHale has left for us to answer this question. We know it. The time before Jones faded. By the time
It's not the answer important. What your questions, right?
this is trailblaze.
Sure. I'm sorry.
It's bad, but they will all have some notes.
Before that, it was a long way out of town.
So what I know is to carry these on and prepare ourselves for replacing.
I should get back to the express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye.
Do you still remember when we first been trailblazer all alone? We both still have. So let's read. You cry.
There. Chin up.
Wow.
To get you out of here. What do you mean? What?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your